that kind of stuff. Definitely favoring EG. But with that said, Suns fan and Brax, I know you're excited to cast this game. So I will hand it over after this long and verbose sentence is complete.
Thank you, Zyori. You're so well spoken. I'm very jealous. Suns fan here with Braximus, the Maximus. We got game 1 of this best of 3 between EG and Infamous for the DreamHack Season 8 Major. We are the remote casters. Brax, are you excited? Oh, not quite in range for the Nightmare. And Arteezy will hide away, tucked away in the trees. This is the headpiece. Oh, it's actually an infused headpiece. So it was part of one of the compendiums. Huh. Have to look that up after this game. I know you're a big cosmetic fan, right? Are you the one that said that you used to delete your items? That was you, wasn't it? Somebody I know deletes them, and he's a pro player, and I can't remember who. And now they regret it. Because they don't look pretty anymore. Yeah, it's probably somebody from EG, actually, now that I think about it. Anywho, Arteezy in the bot lane as your Luna. Going to be accompanied by the Fear Man himself. Old Stinger's going to be caught out here. The Thunder Strike to start things off. In the meantime, though, Crit, he's going to be found out in the enemy jungle for Infamous. Has level 1 crush, no sprint. He's going to dodge the roll in. And looks like that'll break things up completely. He did take a lot of damage, though. This is Bane. Goodness. He could just do that. Oh, the roll in is going to be blocked out by Crit. Doing a nice job. Still has that crush available, so should be good to go from here. And Sumail, what do you think of the matchup, though, for Timbersaw versus Quap? Obviously, Shadow Strike, quite powerful. You don't really want to right-click too much, as those reactive armor stacks will go to work in favor of Sumail. Look how low he is right now. 160 HP, Pepita. That's another Shadow Strike now. Really wants to get that to level 2, I assume, before expending it again. Universe in the top lane aggroing these creeps, so we'll be getting some nice experience coming his way shortly. Crit, looking for this bounty rune. Schofield is here as well. Big fan of Prison Break. The crush is there, though. Crit will take it for himself. He's decently fast, actually. There's another crush in 2 seconds, but looking to back up here. We'll get it off as the roll-in comes, and this is going to be a free invis room for Crit. So you can make use of this.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, quite easy to keep those stacks up, of course. And Pepita, do you even bother going level 2 Shadow Strike? What's the build these days on Quap? Look at bottom lane. Yeah, Old Stinger was hiding in the trees for quite a while, and there was a search party out for him. As he does get the gush off. Yeah, they sure did. I don't think Arteezy is going to be able to chase this down, though. And he's just going to TP back to base, in fact. So looking at the CS, we got the Terrorblade 17-1 versus the 16-11 for Arteezy. Doing a nice job of keeping creep equilibrium. Can we call it creep-equilibrium? Is that a thing? Creep-equilibrium. I think it's fine. Top lane Schofield, still only level 1 right now on the Earth Spirit. He's going to be forced out by Universe in that level 1 Curse of Avernus. We've had this discussion before, Brax. For God's sake. Abaddon and Curse of Avernus. It's not about getting it wrong. It's about choosing your side. If you want to think the Earth is flat, that's your right to be an idiot. You know? Yeah, but this is quite different than the Earth is flat argument, all right? Universe being applied a little bit of pressure here as the Metamorphosis is popped. No Aphotic Shield for another 5 seconds. Schofield's here. He's going to roll on in. He's blocking him in completely. This could be a big kill going the way of Infamous. They should be able to find it one way or the other, but the miscoil just in time to deny himself. And meanwhile, mid lane, Sumail looks like he's doing quite well for himself in this lane. 23-3 versus 17-4. I think he's fine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Oh, crit. He has the haste, but it's dissipating now. And Sumail is a literal god in this mid lane right now. Crush, meanwhile. Nightmare's there. Schofield, the block. Nicely done from crit. And that's going to be first blood going the way of EG. As Sumail is just bullying Papita right now. Papita can't do a whole lot about it. Level 3 Scream of Pain, though. And try to push out these lanes. Oh, there's the crush. Can he find the extra right clicks? No. Sumail, of course, no levels of Timber Chain. Pretty common when you have the mid lane Timber Saw. But he's going to be fine with that. That forces out the Shrine and Sumail. Look how much damage he's done to the tower just by aggroing the creeps. That's never good. He's level 3 right now. Right. What do you think is that just like a comfort level thing to get Tidehunter? They just have to have it? It's just so unusual. And Sumail might be in some trouble here. Nice stun from Schofield. There's a counter crush though from Crit. Sumail slowly ticking away. Finally will drop as Infamous get a much needed kill on the super tanky Sumail. Crit another into his room. And this is the second shrine popped here for Infamous as well. Very early stage of the game. Yeah, true. Crit looking for an opening. Yeah, that's true. Now level 6. We'll have Arcane Boots here shortly. But, I mean, all said and done, we still have 2 carries that are farming, essentially free farming, I guess you could say, with the Terrorblade and Luna, respectively, for each side. But I think you're right. The big story tell here, other than the mid lane, is as Universe and company are going to go onto town onto the Terrorblade. Level 6, but no Sunder. Is not saving a point right now. So it has to play a little bit passively. But the level discrepancy between the off lanes is quite huge. Level 4 versus level 6 at the current point.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Universe top lane. He just leveled Borrowed Time, but I think it is to no avail, my friends, as he will drop one way or the other. You know, the hands of the Bane Elemental. But meanwhile, tier 1 being pressured by Artesian Company. 2 simultaneous TPs. Tidehunter level 4. Better be careful. There's the crush. A couple more right clicks should suffice. I think Fear just sent someone back to where they came, and Schofield, the last remaining member in this bot lane for Infamous. Nice rollout, though. Able to fog out the Lucent Beam. But all while, Sumail is still just pressuring this mid lane. He's very hard to kill. And Radiant Tower taken out by the Radiant. Oh, that Chakram almost doesn't have to take up Papita. He's just forced back to base. What's the actual CS in this mid lane? 53-7 versus 25-4. Holy jeez. And look at the net worth. Arteezy right now on top. Has the Aquila, has the wand, has the treads, and almost done with the full Mask of Madness, in fact. And the question is, are they stacking for him? Doesn't look like any of the Ancients are stacked right now. How big of a deal is that for Luna's these days, getting support stacks?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Arteezy's in a lot of trouble. Pops the Eclipse, dealing a lot of damage, but it's being mitigated by the fact that there are 3 members of Infamous, and that's the last right click along with the Shadow Strike from Pepita. A much needed kill on the top net worth here in the game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, mid lane, glimpse into the kinetic field. Terrorblade does have Sunder, but no mana to use it. If he tread swaps, perhaps can get it off. Getting quite low. He has it available, uses it on crit, and looks like he'll live through the day as a result. Fear, in the meantime, takes the Brain Sap from Excel, and that'll break things up. Lots of spells used, but no kills will come of it. Yeah, what is that? What is that all about? Just doesn't feel like fitting in with the crowd. Nonconformist, ancient rock golem. All right. And she's, of course, working towards the treads and veil at the moment, as the 25% XP gain is now in effect for Sumail over the 6 spell amp. So his levels are going to, in all likelihood, snowball out of control here. Excel, he finds him, gets the Nightmare off, and there's a lot of members of Infamous on the way. See if they have enough. Of course, no ultimate to work with as far as Bane is concerned. Pepita with a Shadow Strike. Scream of Pain in there as well. Here comes Universe. Has the Aphotic Shield. There's the first Ravage of the game. Sumail in a lot of trouble. Get the Timber Chain off again. Still has 20 armor. In fact, wants to go in for some more. See if they have enough to actually fight. There's literally 2 versus 5, and Sumail is not scared. He will drop to the Sonic Wave. Perhaps a little bit of hubris coming the way of Sumail that time around. Usually when you're in a 1v5 scenario, you try to run, but Sumail does have confidence, so it's a good and a bad thing.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
A gift from the
Yeah, for sure. What? Holy crap. That is ridiculous. And with that, they're going to have even better initiation. I mean, Timbersaw, I wouldn't call him an initiator per se, but he's definitely a frontliner. And with this, actually, Corrosive Haze going to be taking out Roche. And knowing that Metamorphosis is down, Infamous, don't think there's literally anything they can do, along with Sonic Wave as well. And I expect this to go the way... Well, you could give it to Arteezy, but you think Sumail's too tanky? He doesn't need it? If he had Bloodstone, would he take it? Alright, he took it. It's okay. I mean, it's better safe than sorry. You can get ultra aggressive. You can be just as confident as before and not have to worry about it. This crit, Blink Dagger not in his inventory yet. Gets the crush off onto Pepita. Surprised he actually got that off. Pepita, blink away. Should be fine. Lucent Beam already used, so no canceling available. But the crazy thing about this is Crit will have his Blink Dagger. They will definitely not expect this. Although there's a ward. They know. Oh boy. All right.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
True. Missed tier 2.
Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah. I'm a real fan of mid timber saws in general. I wish we'd see a little bit more of it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Double damage.
Yeah, Papita starts it off with a Shadow Strike. Has Sonic Wave available to him. We'll take Losing Beam. There's a Ravage onto a bunch of heroes. Will it be enough? Counter Crush from Crit. There's a Static Storm onto 2 with the Sonic Wave. They're going to blow up Arteezy right off the bat. And there's the Metamorphosis going to work with Sumail in the midst of things. Gets sundered. Of course, he has a lot of burst damage to work with. That's his Aegis. It's a 2 for 2, not including the Aegis. His Universe already used the borrowed time. He's going to be chased by Papita. And they're going to apply the pressure now to the overwhelming damage from Infamous. Able to take out EG in space. 4 for 1, including the Aegis. Great fight. Two, 2017. Gracious.
The wages of fear.
Worthy tribute.
Right. Yeah, I didn't see him walk up, so I just assumed he had Blink Dagger. But I guess you're right. He literally walked up and ravaged. Yeah. Yeah, these very, very long cooldowns for Infamous. Oh boy, Eclipse into the kinetic field, and down goes your Queen of Pain for 45 seconds. No buyback. 16 minutes in, still relatively early. This Terrorblade is going to apply a little pressure to the tier 1 mid, but in the meantime, you're going to lose your tier 3 tower, if not more. And without these ultimates that you're talking about, we're going to consider Metamorphosis an ultimate for this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Remember when it used to be his ultimate? Back in the day. He used to have life drain too.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's right. And put it on a different hero, in fact.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Terrorblade being scouted out here. We got some TP support coming away. Fear. There's the glimpse into the kinetic field. He gets silenced, but damage has been done. Nice stun onto Slardar, though. Crit. Finally able to get off the crush, and there's the Static Storm. And that is more than enough to take out your Terrorblade for Infamous. Schofield attempting to TP out, but there's the crush again. And full racks, 2 kills. Don't see EG stopping this time. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's a Kaya picked up on Timbersaw. Of course, we don't get to see this hero that much these days, but Kaya makes a hell of a lot of sense for him. Should be fun to watch at the very least. Has 16 Bloodstone charges. We'll be going for a Blink next. Looks like a scan was used by EG. So Roshan not going to be up for another 3 minutes or so. At the very least, actually. There's an Invis on Papita, level 13. Has Yules. Looking for Universe in this bot lane. We'll get the Shadow Strike off, but the beauty of a Aphotic Shield, my friends. Going to continue the pressure, though. Aphotic, or Borrowed Time still available to him if needed. And Papita will be happy with the creeps at the very least. Well, at least has a getaway. Yeah. It worked out quite well from the last fight, so it doesn't really need the blink necessarily. I mean, the fight they lost Rax, he just didn't have his ultimate. And there's not a whole lot you can do at this stage of the game about that. Yeah. Kind of a draft issue, if anything. Sumail level 14. Nakaya is now officially in his inventory. We'll see how much damage he can do. And getting close to the level 15. Yeah. Oh, there's the stun. It will hit onto Arteezy. Crit taking the brunt of the damage, though. Here comes the Chakram. Arteezy, better be careful. He's at half HP, taking a beating into the Sonic Wave. Infamous clean him up. In the meantime, Universe, of course, wasn't available for the Aphotic Shield. The range on that is quite low. But then, I mean, you get a kill, which is great. But again, the issue with this lineup, now that you don't have Metamorphosis, in theory, EG can push. You do have the Ravage to worry about, but it's Ravage, Sonic Wave, and at this stage with a 5k lead, you think they can withstand it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot about these new talents for Timbersaw. Level 15, 100 damage or 5 reactive armor stacks. 100 damage, so random. It is a lot. It really is. And the fact that it's at level 15 is crazy. I mean, the Techies one is 251 at level 25, and I think Tidehunter has the same. Well, 200, I think. No, it's 250 at 25 for himself. And Pepita. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Not scaring him off. Fear has no TP. Universe is on cooldown. He might be able to get... I mean, maybe he won't get the tier 3 itself, but he gets extremely low, and Illusions will go to town on it as well. Now that Fear is here. Don't know if they have vision on him. Don't think so. Oh, the glimpse at the last second into the Static Storm. Pepita. Well, he gets off of Yules. See if he can get anything more. It doesn't have a TP, of course, so kind of has to play Ring Around the Rosie, if nothing else. Static Storm, or the Kinetic Field again. And it feels like the eventuality is that they will find... Oh, Pepita. Creating a lot of space. But eventually does find his way death. Yeah.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Good play. All right. Yeah. I mean, part of the issue, though, is he has shown it now, so there won't be a surprise factor. As there's now 17 charges on Sumail's Bloodstone. And Arteezy, I think once he gets BKB, he's not going to be too worried about dying. Excel's going to initiate him by crit. There's the glimpse into Lucent Beam as well. Kinetic Field. And I believe Infamous is resigned to losing their Bane for now. There's going to be some more damage coming through with Sumail. Metamorphosis is popped. The Ravage hits nobody. Oh, that is huge. But they do clean up Sumail. 5 seconds, he'll be back. Yule's on top of Arteezy. Into the reflection. And right now, EG are looking to run, or are they? I believe Sumail's on his way back. Static Storm onto Terrorblade. Can he sunder? Nope. Silenced and brought down. And Universe keeping everybody super healthy. They lose 2, does Infamous, and make it 3 with the Tidehunter next to follow. And with that, you have to think EG will just push. Maybe take Roche first. Yeah. And the fact after all that, he's back up to 14 Bloodstone charges is pretty insane. And I do believe they're going to be pushing this top wave at the very least so that they can take off the backdoor protection in mid. And Sumail is just going to tank the tower, like we've talked about time and time again. No Ravage, no Metamorphosis for a very long time. It'll be a struggle to defend this if you're Infamous. But in the meantime, bottom lane, Pepita might be able to clean up the tier 3 at the very least. Unless there is a TP back from Crit. He does not have a TP, actually. That would be probably Fear with that responsibility. As, yeah, the tier 3 will definitely fall. Universe taking a lot of damage, but more damage being done to the Infamous racks in this mid lane. So Mael, super tanky as all else. And Crit jumps in with the crush onto 2 heroes. They're going to clean up the Earth Spirit first. Bottom lane, looks like Universe does TP back and defends against the onslaught that is the right click of Queen of Pain.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah.
A soldier's fortune.
Yeah. 10k lead for EG, so it's starting to stack more and more in their favor. Only 25 minutes in the game. And 10-second BKB on RTZ with the Aegis. Expect them to just go full throttle again, even with these ultimates up on Infamous's side.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Earth Spirit, Dunzo, and from behind, here comes Bane and Terrorblade. Tier 3 tower's dead, though. BKB popped by Arteezy. He's just going for racks. Objective-based gaming. Static Storm and other things used to kill off the Disruptor at the very least. They stun up Terrorblade. The Eclipse takes him out before he can do anything. He is dead for 60 seconds, no buyback. Earth Spirit does buy back into the game, but feels like the numbers are in favor of EG right now. And they're going to get, in all likelihood, mega creeps with this last remaining range racks in mid. GG's come out, so game 1 going to EG very convincingly, which at the end of the day, it can't be too big of a surprise.